What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another transfer update video. Ring the klaxon, people. Another transfer has occurred at Arsenal. The first major transfer of the summer for Arsenal. No disrespect to Marquinhos, he is a young player for the future. But Fabio Vieira has completed his move to Arsenal. He has joined the club on what the club describes as a long-term deal. Let me just read out what the club had to say. So first of all, Mikel Arteta said, "I am very excited that we have identified and signed such a special talent. Fabio is a very creative player that will bring high quality and versatility to our attacking play. We welcome Fabio and his family to our club and are looking forward to starting work with him ahead of the new season." Technical director Edu went on to say, "We're so pleased to have completed the signing of Fabio from FC Porto. Fabio is a player with special qualities who is comfortable with the ball in the final third of the pitch. We are all looking forward to working with him and enjoying his future contribution to Arsenal. We will now continue to work hard and are looking forward to finishing this transfer window as strongly as possible." Words that every Arsenal fan likes to hear when Edu said, "We are looking to finish the transfer window as strongly as possible." This has to be the start for Arsenal. Fabio Vieira joins the club. Listen, I think 95% of us who watch Arsenal will know very little about him. I'm sure there's 5% of you who watch Portuguese football on a regular basis. You'll be able to tell me a little bit more about him. People are saying he's in sort of that Bernardo Silva mould, low centre of gravity, good left foot, can pick a pass, can shoot, very good at dribbling. And we need more creativity in this Arsenal team. You look at Odegaard and Saka, probably our two most creative players. Outside of that, we don't create enough chances from midfield. And hopefully he can add to that. You know, he spoke about when he was at Arsenal, how we had so many creative players who could get between the lines, something we're lacking at the moment. So listen, Fabio Vieira, a few little bits and bobs about him, people. He's a Portuguese under-21 international, 21 caps for them. He scored 13 goals for Portugal under-21s. Last season was really his breakthrough season for Porto. He made 27 appearances, only 15 starts. And in those games, he got 6 goals and 14 assists. He was the joint highest assist maker in the Portuguese league last season, which for a guy that only started 15 games to get 14 assists is very impressive. So these are the things we need in this Arsenal team. Creativity, goals. We need to find more ways to unlock defences. Welcome to the club, Fabio Vieira. He'll wear the number 21 shirt that was previously worn by Callum Chambers. And listen, all the best to him. Looking forward to seeing him in an Arsenal shirt. And good luck for the future. And let's hope he can deliver what we need. The fee is around £30 million, people. Around £30 million with some add-ons as well. So it's an expensive deal. And I get the impression, to be honest, people, that Arsenal are going to spend a lot of money this summer, if I'm being honest. Because we haven't even addressed the positions that we really, really need yet. And we've dropped 30 million on our first, obviously Marquinhos cost 3 million. But our first major transfer of the summer, 30 million pounds. Let's hope he's the real deal. And good luck at the club. Obviously, some people, as I've said, few concerns. Is he a little bit lightweight? Does he play in a similar position to Odegaard? And, how quickly will he settle into the Premier League? Time will tell, but looking forward to seeing him play. Hopefully a good techie baller. If he's anything like Bernardo Silva, then obviously we've got a good player on our hands. So welcome to the club, Fabio Vieira. Joins Arsenal, 5-year contract, £30 million from Porto. He'll wear the 21 shirt, and good luck in the famous red and white jersey. Let's move on. Who will be joining him at the football club? Who will be his teammate? Now, let's talk about Brazilian international Raphinha. This one is hotting up, people. 2 stories have come out today. One is from Jason Burt, who writes for The Telegraph. He is usually a good source of information. He said that Arsenal are hoping the signing of Fabio Vieira will help them land Raphinha this summer. Now, the reason is George Mendes, obviously one of the biggest agents in world football, he owns the agency that Raphinha's agent and Fabio Vieira's agent both work for the same agency. So it's all under the same umbrella. Now, we all know that when George Mendes, when Arsene Wenger was manager, Arsene Wenger didn't work with agents like George Mendes and Mino Raiola, who obviously passed away. He didn't want to work with those kind of agents. Edu is clearly willing to work with these agents, and I do think that's a major positive for Arsenal, because some of the biggest players in the world are with these agents. So you can't turn around and say, I'm not going to work with those guys. You're going to cost yourself signings. So George Mendes obviously runs the agency. Now, the agent of Raphinha is former Barcelona and Chelsea player Deco. I'm sure many of you remember him. Obviously, brilliant player. Played for Portugal, Brazilian-born. He is Raphinha's agent. And obviously, we heard the story yesterday, but Sky Sports are also running with the story now. They put it out around half an hour ago. That Arsenal are interested in Raphinha and are expected to formally approach Leeds about the possibility of signing the Brazilian forward. The story goes on to say that Leeds want £50 million to let Raphinha go. 25 years of age. He was their top goal scorer last year. He's in the Brazilian team at the moment, looking like he's going to go to the World Cup. It did look as if Raphinha was going to go to Barcelona. Barcelona have agreed personal terms with him since March, but because of the financial problems that have hit Barcelona, they are just not able to get this deal done at the moment. They're trying to sign Lewandowski. They want to give Ousmane Dembele a new contract. They've also been linked with Di Maria on a free, and also Frank Kessie. So they're spending a lot of money in other areas, and they don't simply at the moment have the money to get Raphinha. Now, a lot of stories coming out of Brazil are that Raphinha wants this deal tied up in the next week. He wants to come back for pre-season, know where he's playing, start at his new club, and focus on getting in that Brazilian team for the World Cup. Now, personally, I said the other day that I think for 50 million, I would consider it, but were there better options? But somebody, put in the comments, you probably can't get the likes of Raheem Sterling, and we would probably struggle to get Serge Gnabry without being in the Champions League. So listen, I'm going to be honest. I would take Raphinha. He's 25. He knows the Premier League. He's played in the French league that's very physical. He's played in Portugal, played in Brazil. He actually played for the same youth team as Gabriel, our centre-back, when he was in Brazil. So there's already a connection. He'll know Edu. He'll know Gabriel Martinelli. He'll know Gabriel, our centre-back. Hopefully our future striker, who we're going to talk about shortly. So there is a connection. And I don't say this often, but I think we've got a good chance of getting this deal done. Now, obviously, if other clubs jump in the race and he's, maybe Chelsea and other teams have been linked with him as well, then it gets a lot more difficult. But at the moment, I think Arsenal have got a genuine good opportunity of getting Raphinha to Arsenal, man. We could have some real, samba football back at the Emirates next season, people. I want to see stepovers and nutmegs, man. I'm about that life. So, yeah, I would be happy with seeing Raphinha at Arsenal. We'll have to see what develops with that over the next few days. Listen, would it actually be a transfer update without me talking about Gabriel Jesus? Now, the story today, there's different reports on this. A number of articles today were saying that Gabriel Jesus' agent has actually flown into England to tie up this transfer. A number of articles today saying that because Jesus has just gone on holiday, but his agent apparently has come to the UK to tie up the deal. There is another article going around saying that his agent was in the UK with Jesus and they've now left the country. So whatever you want to believe, but his agent has definitely been in the country. Now, I actually spoke to somebody today who has got links to Arsenal. And when I was speaking to him, he said to me, listen, this Jesus deal is all but done now. I don't want to be an ITK. I'm not going to throw false hope on the fan base. I have said for a little while, and I don't say this often, I believe Gabriel Jesus will be an Arsenal player, and I believe he will wear the number 9 shirt at Arsenal next year. Hopefully it happens, and I can say, yeah, man, I'm a man of my word. But listen, nothing's 100%, but from what I've heard from people, I believe Jesus will be an Arsenal player next season. But we'll have to see on that one. And obviously, we need to get moving now. As much as we're celebrating Fabio Vieira's transfer, I want to know who's next. That's not enough. I need to see the centre midfielder. I need to see the striker. I want a winger. I want another fullback. More business to be done and more money to be spent, people. Final story of the day, Hector Bellerin, people. Remember him? Apparently, he's willing to give up a large portion of his wages to get the deal done with Real Betis next season. Real Betis, of course, have asked Arsenal to let go of any transfer fee to enable this deal to be done. I wouldn't do that. He's a Spanish international. He's in his mid-20s. We should still get something for him, even if you're talking, 8-9 million. There's no way that Arsenal should just roll over and allow Hector Bellerin to walk out for free. He came through our youth system. We developed him after he left Barcelona. We should get something out of this deal, and we'll have to see what happens. To be honest, I don't want to see him back at Arsenal, no disrespect, but we shouldn't be allowing a player like that to just walk out the door for free. He should have some sort of value, and Real Betis obviously want to bring him to the club, so we'll have to see what happens with that one. Big up to everyone for tuning in today. Thank you very much for giving up your time. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. We are approaching 48k. And then we want to hit that 50k before the start of the transfer window. Let me know what you think about what we've spoken about today. Fabio Vieira, signed for the club, 5-year contract, number 21 shirt. Are you happy with that? Or are you not convinced by him? Let me know in the comments. Raphinha, Arsenal set to make an official offer for him. 50 million is the asking price. Would you pay it? How highly do you rate him? How much do you think he's worth? And Gabriel Jesus, looks like that one's getting closer. And Hector Bellerin, would you let him go on a free and just get rid of him? Or would you put your foot down and say, listen, you got to give us something, even if it's 7 or 8 million? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. First major transfer of the summer, but lots more needs to get done. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you soon, people. Bless.